Called David at this time. Come on up here, David.
Good evening, church. Yeah, I'm a bit nervous too, Kai. All right, I was born in New Jersey. My parents divorced. I was about 3 years old, and we moved to Florida. I had a pretty great childhood. I had a family that supported me, that was there for me, that gave me everything that I could ever need. At about 13, my grandfather passed away. And that was a point in my life where I realized that, or I thought I realized that there was no God. And everything started to go downhill from there. I began experimenting with certain drugs. As I got older, it led to jail, prison. I had ruined relationships. I pushed my family so far away that they really had nothing to say to me. I was at a point in my life where I didn't want to be around anyone. Couldn't feel, wanted to be alone, didn't want to live. There came a point in time where someone had told me about a different ministry, and I had went and gave it a try. And I left after about 60 days. But that was where God started to really work in me. After I left there, I relapsed again and ended up going to prison. But from that moment on, I knew he was calling me. I could hear him. There were certain times, a couple times here, there, throughout the following months where I could just hear him give up, let go, listen to me, follow me. And I just got to a point where I finally decided that, all right, I'm going to give you a shot. And he just made a path for me to get here that was incredible. I called a different place. They recommended Promised Land and talked to Pastor Glenn. And he was like, when can you get here? And that was all within the same day. And 2 days later, I was here. But in that time frame where I was using and I had no hope, I was empty, I was trying to fill a void. I didn't know what I was trying to fill, but I knew I was using drugs to fill it. I was using worldly views and things that had no meaning. I had no morals, no values. I had nothing to look forward to. Since being here, God has really started to work on me. He's brought me out of that darkness. He's gave me a hope. I'm starting to find a confidence within myself through him. And he just ministers to me daily, through my brothers at the ministry, through our staff, spiritual authority, through scripture, prayer. And it's just been awesome to wake up in the morning and look at the trees and be like, wow, they're nice and green, or look at the sky and see how beautiful it is, to really understand the things that he's given us and not to take it for granted. My whole life up until this point has been taken for granted, and I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy that I'm starting to see some change. There was a moment today we had this morning during our daily devotional where there was a brother who showed some vulnerability, and within that, I had never really felt or cared about anyone, what they were going through, what trials they may be facing. But this morning, God was really speaking to me, and he was showing me that there is a lot of growth that I've already begun to experience. I felt compassion and love. Just seeing someone break down and go through their moment and understanding that, hey, they're facing something just like me. I may not know what exactly it is, but God's working.
Amen.
Thank you.